Well, we got a good bit of rain last night. It's not too terribly bad over here. It is wet at my house though. We're going to try to move a little bit of dirt around this morning. If the dump truck will navigate this without spinning too bad. Robert's going to help me today, haul a few loads up here and start filling in that area. We'll take the excavator down there, back the truck in there and start loading out all the dirt that I dug out from the core trench. And then I'd like to haul this mess and junk over here and bury it in the pond over there. But that might have to wait to see how wet this is. I'd like to get this dirt cleaned up here today. And yeah, just start shaping everything up. Let's load out all of this from the front edge. Haul it up there. It is wet. Truck sinking down, excavator sinking down, wouldn't back up the hill. At least get it over there. Might have to wait till later on to spread it out. Got to make a little bit of progress today. Of course, a lot of this is the mud I did dig out of the core trench. It's some nasty stuff. Between it already being pretty wet, piling it in the edge of the pond, and it raining on it a lot last night, it's gooey. Down the inside edge of the pond once I get this dug out. Just kind of smear that out or transfer it to the edge or do something. Maybe cut this out a little bit deeper so I can just smear it right there on that front face. Robert's gonna be mad about this stuff. I don't think he realized how wet this is gonna be. I got him up there trying to spread it out with the dozer. Do what you can. Down here in the pond, going to clean up some of this mess, these rocks, and all the debris from burning. Kind of restack the fire here. All I did was push the ashes around and start it back burning. Get all that stuff stacked up and haul in kind of the rocks and ashes and all the crap left over from when I burnt that barn. Hauling it across the pond dam over there to the borrow pit. We're dumping it in that hillside and then we'll cover it up with dirt from the pond. dusty. Look at that old saw blade right there. That was an oldie. Ashes with a little bit of dirt. So, oh, that would be the edge of the truck. Oh God, I just really made it to dust cloud then. Well, I've officially hit the truck with the excavator bucket. I don't even know what I was looking at. Clearly not the side of the truck. Some rocks for my at my cabin there, but these aren't nearly enough, and that was actually a perfect one right there though. I kind of want them all to match, so I'm going to let these few go. Let him go dump this after one more. I'm gonna put the rest of that brush on the fire, maybe try to push it back just a little bit more so I can get some more of these ashes. Nice and dusty. Dump one more scoop of mud and stuff over top of it so when it hits the ground it's not sitting there over there smoking and smoldering so much. Bury it a little bit. Like so. Make it up the hill. Oh yeah, he's got this. When you have a good wind blowing away from you is when you move ashes. And right now that is happening, so I'm trying to move this stuff, get it in the truck as quick as possible. Trying to mix it with some of that mud so when we dump it out over there and have to spread it with the dozer, it's not terrible. dusty. And we are back from lunch. Pond dam's got some ruts in it, but we'll blade that out. It was a little bit wet, but we had to make it work. Getting this material hauled. Loaded out probably 6 loads of ashes. Restack the fire. I'm gonna go over there and grab that stuff, throw it to the side. Grab some of that muddy stuff, mix all that in, and we'll haul those last probably 3 or 4 loads of stuff over there, and then we'll go over there and spread all that out, and we'll let Robert run down the dam with the dozer, blade that off a little bit, and we'll just get done what we can today. cut some of this material out of the pond and lay it over here on the bank. There's kind of a ridge right here, and it wasn't going to be very deep, so I'm just going to pull this out, put it against the shoreline there, and make the pond just a little bit smaller. But I'd rather it be a little smaller and have some depth in it than be 18 inches deep right here. Soft sand digs very easily. Got a little happy there. I don't need to take out that much. I got Robert pushing that over there with the dozer. Whatever he can push, and then I'm just kind of bulking this material over with the excavator. Got all the ash pile moved. I'd like to get the majority of this over here today, then I kind of do the same thing on the other side tomorrow. That's going to really put a hurting on this as far as getting it done. One spot I was thinking I might have to get clay from when I was doing the pond was right here. Kind of a little bit of a ridge I did run into, but I ended up not needing it. About the deepest cut right here. Everything else is a little bit shallower. It was weird. It was just a ridge right here, like dead center of the pond. All right, I'm gonna keep cutting this and laying it that way. So we're getting all this dirt put up here on the bank now. As you can see, we got all of that cut out, transferred and pushed over, and it's pretty wet, so I'm up here with the excavator trying to trim everything out. Just kind of transfer it down, blend it into this hillside. I'm going to add about, I don't know, 15 feet to the bank here, 15-20 feet. Tie it in right here to the base of those trees. They should be fine. before, it was a pretty big drop off down to the pond, so this should kind of make it a little easier for them to maintain. Having a flat area right here and a softer taper down. Be a little while before they can drive anything on it. This is mud. I'm sinking. This is definitely the advantage of having the tilt bucket, tilt grading bucket. Be able to do slopes like this, sitting in one spot. Makes you wonder how you did it without it. It's nice to own the business where you can call the shots and get the equipment you need, because it sure does make working a lot easier when you have the right attachments for the job. I love my uncle, but he was so frugal when it comes to buying stuff like that. He just would not spend the money on it. Be out here with a regular digging bucket trying to grade all this out. Alright, I'm going to keep smearing this around and should get the majority of this done on this side today. I'll come back tomorrow and finish up. Well, it was a good day today considering how wet it was. I feel like after driving over the dam it's a little low now, but I can pull these slopes up a little bit, add a little bit more to the top. We were able to get all of this loaded, hauled up there this morning. Dumped out about half the borrow pit filled in, the rest I'll just cut out from here. Loaded out all those ashes, hauled those over here to the hillside where I'd cut dirt out. And got all that tracked in. I'll probably load this out in the morning, push it over there into that corner and get rid of that. Was able to slick up everything over there and blend that whole side into the hill over there. So that's pretty much everything's done in the bottom, other than cleaning this out right here, getting the dam on grade, putting the pipe in, and tomorrow I'm gonna go over there, start digging that and do the same thing, lay all that material up there on the bank and smear it out. Coming along.